Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are talking about one topic that is attraction and in attraction. Basically, where at the person's next generation is supposed to go or not supposed to go. So, in this topic, basically, we were discussing about one banking person basically who was hired by the World Bank, and he was Indian person. He told that basically he is good for tracking the why basically that person is not getting then why that person is not getting job. Then one person basically literally saw this video, and basically he done some opposite reaction. Basically he told that basically how he's getting the job, how basically he got the job, that also data basically he tried to find out. So here basically we will discuss that later on. So currently basically the thing is basically about the discussion, that is the banking discussion. Basically he was the banker. Basically he was good into management, he was good into statistics, he was good into mathematics. So he got the problem. Basically he got the task basically that this was basically one task, huh? This is also one of the tasks. He told that basically he reached up to this, that was the 3 lakh task basically he was having. Then he basically told that basically it's very difficult here to track basically the track. Sorry, the to keep task. Sorry, the to keep the information of this each and every task. Basically, it's not difficult. He told that basically it's difficult. That basically I know. Then he basically connected to 150 crore computers. Then he connected to set of jasusi groups like this. Also, each and everything basically connected there. Also basically he told that basically to diagnose the this 150, he basically told that basically there are 350 locations basically to track that 350 locations from where the particular person basically blood cells was changed. That's very difficult. That's very difficult. Then he connected to one more basically idea, that was basically he connected to Bollywood group. One of the Bollywood director and producer told that basically they were also basically confused. Basically, Bollywood director and producer were totally confused. Why they were confused, that we will tell you. That basically we will discuss today in this topic, in this video. Basically, the confusion was basically just basically literally see how dangerous the Bollywood is also basically. And this basically Bollywood doctor basically, there is one doctor of the Bollywood. He basically might be confused. So what is the confusion, that I will let you know. He might not be confused, but he might be doing some extraordinary process. Basically, what is that extraordinary process? Then because doctor says that we never confuse. So here basically the thing is, for example, he told that one person basically died of the Bollywood person. He told that yes, basically you are correct. Yeah, one person died. Just taking as an example. In really, it has not happened. One otherwise somebody will kill, literally basically kill. So like this basically he told that that one person basically died. Then he told that basically the world basically has reached up to very dangerous level. Dangerous means they are doing lots of dangerous experiment. That 5 crore human clone basically is one of the experiment. Then basically he has to, because the requirement was up to that level. So there was no option basically. There was no option with that particular human clone creation person. So he has done correct thing. Then basically few people says that he has done correct thing. So few people show that no, he has not done correct. So there are lots of basically negative tasks, negative thinking person and positive thinking person. That also we are going to discuss. So here basically the thing basically was, one person told that basically the one Bollywood person basically has died here. Then he told that, are you sure? Yeah, basically just see, but he is very famous, well-known person basically. He's very well-known person. Basically, girls basically die when he basically comes outside the his flat, and sorry, his bungalow in Mumbai in Pali Hill. When he basically comes into the car, basically just literally basically girls basically do anything just to see that particular person. That person died. Then he told that basically it will be very difficult, and that this basically we have not leaked also basically in media. Basically we have not leaked also. What? Yeah, if he will die, na, then basically it will create lots of issue in Mumbai basically. So do you have any solution? Basically he told that. Then the human clone person basically told that basically I have one solution, but that will work or it will not work. That basically we need to identify. Then he told that we have done one. We have basically 1 lakh movies, right? He told that basically we have 1 lakh movies. For that basically we have created around more than 5 to 6 lakh human, 5 to 6 to 7 to lakh human souls. Then he told that, yeah, basically we have created like human souls also. Then basically from human souls, basically we have converted that human souls into 30 crore population also. Then he told that, yes, basically we have done that experiment also. We have done that task also basically. This is also one of the tasks for doctors. So basically he told for energy doctors also, and for the medical history also. Then he told that basically, yes, yeah, you are correct here. Then he told that basically, can we allocate this movies human souls, one of the movie human souls, and he basically took one Sholay movie because that was well known famous movie basically. Sholay human souls basically into that particular person body. Then he told that, let me basically check this, basically this will allow you by universe group or not. And that person basically were literally famous in universe also basically, because in universe also basically people were watching that movie. People were, whenever the song was coming, then they were watching that song like this basically. If they want to do some mind fresh, then that basically they were doing that. Then that person basically, the medical person, he was a Bollywood well known doctor basically. He basically, what he has done, he basically told that basically, because he told that basically to create any Bollywood person, it's very difficult. If any newcomer will come, he will basically working. He will be basically performing also. Basically, his blood group also will be performing good, but it would not be up to that level. Basically, the thing basically what which we medical industry basically required, he he basically can't produce up to that level medical blood cells. This person basically was producing perfectly blood cells data, but he basically died due to some reason. Then he told that basically this is challenge to medicine, the medical industry also. Then he basically selected one of the human souls of the Sholay movie. From the Sholay movie, there were 1 lakh human souls basically created. That one of the human souls basically, which basically randomly basically he picked he basically given this task to the computer basically picked that computer basically which is going to process this human souls inside his body basically, and he is going to activate his body. So that computer only basically he has given this task. The computer basically selected from set of programs, that is what which is that set of programs which is created by set of groups. Now that also we are going to discuss, because that is connected with the satellite group also. So then basically he do what he has done, he has selected one of the Sholay movie human souls and allocated to that particular person, dumped basically in the form of injection. And few people says that if injection will not work, then basically you have to dump the energy basically. For that basically you have to take the help of the nuclear power company and the satellite groups. They only basically have the approval. They only have the approval. So like this basically, same way basically as the birth of the mother basically gets activated, that same way process basically, that is that people basically do this. So he basically done this, and he basically kept that person into ICU, and then basically kept in that person into particular area. Then lots of process basically happened. The computer was also doing lots of process. Then suddenly the satellite group also got the information, because the process basically completed from the Earth side. Permission basically has to be taken from the universe side. So universe group, one of the universe person basically was loving that particular Bollywood person. He basically activated that human souls. That Sholay movie human souls. Sholay movie human souls. Then basically he told that basically, yeah, basically he's basically can be get the activation. He basically got the activation. Like this basically that person basically from death basically he got the another birth. He got the another birth. That person basically got the another birth, and basically he got activated, and basically he was fine. His entire memory of the brain basically was recovered. Each and everything basically was done. Like this, he got the activated, and then basically he was having the normal lifestyle. Now here the question is, there are basically around assume that there are around lots of heroes like Devanand is there, like Vinod Mehra is there, Vinod Khanna is there. Then few people told that basically these people has died, right? then the activation of this because it's few people will doubt basically, right, that how basically this person is having this many lifestyle basically, because that is connecting to the world level basically, because world are basically passing set of information, and basically world has not passed that information to India country, then basically how basically India country has got extra age basically. That was the basically question. That's why basically they told that basically this will create problem basically for the old basically heroes and heroines who basically literally died, but their body basically body was basically was there. So they told that basically if the person, this lady basically will die, has died basically, right, and they have basically sent the dead data also basically to take check basically the Bollywood group information. So they basically told that yeah, basically she has died, and basically they have sent the data also. Like this, basically assume that there are 300 basically Bollywood heroines basically died of old time basically. Then they told that basically yes, yeah, you are correct basically. Then one of the person basically given one of the doctor basically, he basically given one idea basically, that can we change this people's face and then basically create give some new look, and then basically again we launch that heroines in the current world. That person actually was literally shocked basically, what he was telling actually he was not able to get. He told that basically can we launch Devanand again, can we launch Vinod Mehra again, can we launch Vinod Khanna again. Then he told that basically I'm not getting it. He told that basically body structure each and everything will be same, just we will change his little bit body structure and face basically, and we will launch him as a new hero and new heroine. Then he told that basically yes, yeah, it is possible. Like this basically nobody of the other world will able to track also basically, who are basically sending the Bollywood energy to the each and every Bollywood people basically. Then he told that basically yes, yeah, you are correct, yeah, like this basically we can do. That basically Bollywood doctor basically told the Bollywood person basically, the healthcare department of the Bollywood person, Bollywood group basically, he told like that. Then basically he told that yeah, basically we can do that. Then he told that basically yeah, basically we are doing that, and we like this we have succeeded, and like this basically he told that currently there are lots of heroines basically in front of you, they are actually old people. Can you able to recognize who are those people? Because nobody can able to recognize these people only basically, because they are old heroines, and but the currently they have got the new look. Currently they have got the new look, and they are basically having their lifestyle. Currently they are having the lifestyle also basically. Like this basically that Bollywood person told that like this when this old body basically converted into new face, and then basically they have got the new lifestyle, then basically their energy is going to generate perfectly basically. Then he told that basically what about the new basically newcomers? Then basically they can carry forward basically. They can work currently, and they can do the hard work, and then basically they are basically current heroines also. So here the basically the current heroines basically are old bodies and old new faces, and the new bodies and new faces. Then he told that basically yeah, basically, but anybody will track this, then basically anybody will track, then basically we have to take the entire Bollywood energy to some India area basically. Then he told that basically that will be difficult basically. So but currently we have already done this basically. Like this basically they told. Currently we have done this all this thing basically. Like this they told basically. Then basically the thing was basically literally tracked. So this basically was also one of the tasks which basically the World Bank that officer basically who basically connect, because he was a World Bank officer basically, and he told me he was selected for that only basically, because everybody knows that he is good in statistics, he is good in mathematics, and he is good in management side. Due to that basically the World Bank people only basically selected that particular person for this task. So he basically tracked this also. He tracked basically this also, which was basically the old heroines, and basically the he told that basically can you please recognize these people basically. Then basically he told that basically only the doctors basically can recognize this. Only the basically doctors basically can recognize that who is Vinod Khanna, who is Vinod Mehra, who is Firoz Khan, who is basically Amjad Khan, who is Meena Kumari, who is Sadhana, who is basically Mamtaz, who is basically like this. Basically, you can recognize this people. He told that who is Prithvi Raj, you can recognize who is Raj Kapoor, you can recognize that. Then basically he told them, no, sorry, we can't recognize that. That is basically medical doctors, that is basically Bollywood and Hollywood doctors are there. Basically. They will recognize it. Why we should recognize? We just basically require the blood cells basically. That is the basically the energy basically. Because we are basically creating up to lots of things basically from the Bollywood blood cells basically. From the Bollywood blood cells. Sorry, Bollywood energy basically. We have created lots of things basically from the, so he told that basically like this basically the people's dies, you allocates the Sholay movie blood cells, holiday movie blood cells, sorry, holiday movies also there basically, that holiday movies energy, mohabbat energies, mohabbat movies energies are there. Then he told that basically there are movies like uh, which movie is that? Like this, basically, there are many movies. Basically, Chori Chori Chupke Chupke. Like this, basically, there are many movies. Basically, DDLJ is there. Basically, like this, basically, there are many movies. Basically, and from that movie, basically, you have created more than 5 to 6, 7 to 8, like basically human souls. Basically, so like this, basically, can we allocate this all? Basically, whenever the people basically will die, then literally we will allocate that human souls. Basically, he told that basically, yeah, basically we can do. For that, basically, for checking purpose, you might have done some experiment, right? Then basically, he told that basically, yeah, basically we have lots of bodies also. Basically, that body basically keeps on doing the process. Basically, literally, basically, whenever they are sleeping, they basically dies basically, and their human souls basically gets dumped into his body basically. Like this, basically, we have checked each and every 7 to 8 like human souls also basically. Then only basically we have created the 20 crore to 30 crore population basically of the Bollywood group. Then basically was the World Bank basically was told by the medical person basically told that basically you are really a World Bank person basically, because it's very difficult to track this all this thing basically. Then he told then World Bank basically told that basically I become the doctor also. Then basically connected to some other issue basically, that there also basically he basically checked the each and everything, and there also basically he basically like this he basically have 3 lakh tasks, and each and every task basically he need to check basically. That was also basically one of the tasks basically he got, because he want to diagnose, he want to check basically why that blood cells basically was removed from that blood group. Due to that basically lots of problem basically occurred, and nobody actually allocated that blood cells, sorry, the that person's blood cells into any of the bodies also basically. That is basically 22 blood group basically, which has basically the blood 22 blood group owner are basically there. They also not basically allocated that particular person. Like this, basically the point reached to this point, that was the Bollywood industry. And currently Bollywood basically having many faces, new faces, old bodies, and with the new faces. Like this, basically he told that basically very dangerous. Yeah, it is, it's very dangerous basically. That means you want to say the currently whichever heroines are there, from this one of the heroine basically, my few basically heroine might be from old time basically, you want to say this. Then they told that the person basically told the person basically told that yes, basically you are 100% correct, 100% correct basically. It was basically 100% correct. So like this, basically Bollywood industry is having their, but He told that basically he can remember the that old person basically will remember his old time also basically. He told that yes, his memory is also there basically. Oh, that is great, yeah. Great task basically we had done. The doctor basically told the World Bank basically told that basically you had done great task. You had done great task, great. You have done great tasks. Like this, basically, the Bollywood industry basically was shocked by this. But Bollywood industry basically, if they will get this news, then basically they will say that basically we know few things basically, but we don't know up to this level. Basically, the Bollywood blood cells doctor basically, he's basically the Bollywood basically is one blood that basically everybody knows basically. Bollywood is one energy that also everybody knows. Doctors are basically there. One doctor basically can't do anything, but head of the department basically one doctor is always there. He might be having some 16 17 doctors basically under his team basically. So this all doctor basically are basically handling this all blood groups, so they basically knows that this person basically currently which heroine is having the new face now. He's actually that old hero basically, and that is she basically is currently having the new face now, that heroine. Yeah, yeah, that is basically that old heroine basically. Oh, like this basically the Bollywood has structured the thing basically. Then basically the blood cells handling person basically, that was the Bollywood doctor basically. He basically told that up to what level we can take this chain basically, because we have 3 lakh type of task basically in front of the world basically. 3 lakh of task basically has created, and 3 lakh blood cells is also basically created. 3 lakh blood cells is also created. Few blood cells are CEO of the company, vice president of the company, then owner of the company, developer of the company, team leader of the company. Team leader means team. He is leading the team. He is the developer, and then basically quality department. Then basically supervisor blood cells. Like this, basically we have many blood cells basically. So like this, we have to check the 3 lakh blood cells basically. 3 lakh blood cells basically we have to check. So that basically checking task basically was given to the Bollywood doctor, because he want to check the each and every chain process basically. He told basically one example basically, vice president basically, when vice president joins the company, nobody knows, right? Across the world basically there are more than 20 to 30 lakh vice president basically. But how basically the software how the company basically know that this person basically is vice president? Reason is basically he keeps on doing the task. The chain basically converts to connects to each and everything basically. Then basically the vice president chain basically, the last chain is 16 to 17 basically. That 17 chain or 18 chain basically connects. That time basically it's vice president blood cells get activated, and then basically he is recognized as a vice president. Like this basically there are 3 lakh task basically. One of the task is vice president, one of the task is CEO. Like this we have to check this 3 lakh task basically. So this is the basically achievement, this is the task basically which is given to the doctors basically, of that is basically the Bollywood doctor. So Bollywood doctor told that basically we have to do this task basically. So how basically we will do this? That basically the discussion basically, the project management plan basically defined by the project, by the doctors and the energy departments, and then basically lots of department basically done the meeting basically. So how many teams has basically created? How many groups are there basically? That we are going to discuss in the next video.